Hmm? Well, why won't this post? Yeah, post it. Error performing query. Interesting. Yeah, leave. That's bizarre. Huh. Does Facebook not like posting links to YouTube? Interesting. Well, I mean, I don't have to post to YouTube or to Facebook. That's fine. I won't tell Facebook about it. Facebook doesn't need to know. Man, why am I so burpy today? It's a real problem. It's rude. It's rude. I shouldn't burp at the table. I shouldn't burp in the mic. All right. Goodness gracious. Here we go. Good morning. It's 10:42, the Pacific Northwest. My name is Scott Kurtz. I'm a cartoonist, currently working on a middle grade book graphic novel called Table Titans Club, Book 2. I am inking this book. And as I ink it, my colorists are coloring it. Once I finish inking, I will join them in assisting of the colors. Currently, I'm on a page where I didn't like one of the panels, and I've decided unwisely to redraw it. One of the reasons why I decided to redraw this panel, in addition to just not really liking the way it was laid out, is that I noticed a note from my editor um, on the initial sketches that I turned in, pointing out that it was the setup was a little confusing and that maybe it needed to be touched up. And one of the things that we do, and it's kind of a testament to I guess her trust of me is I don't have to then redo it and send it to her. She trusts me to fix it when I ink. And so here we are. Here we are. Now I'm fixing it as I ink. Which is not ideal. Kind of slows down the whole momentum of inking that I'm returning to pencils, but we want the book to be as good as it can be. As good as it can be, guys. Ugh. Where would he get a sack lunch? He's at camp. What am I doing? What am I doing? He would also have a plate. They would all get the same shit, right? Wouldn't they? We did not unfriend the guy with 10 cats. No, that's John. We like John. We think John's crazy for having 10 cats. But no, we would never unfriend him. Uh we didn't unfriend John. Uh Dear Dr. Kurtz, I see you use different colors to separate characters and objects. Do you use mainly red and blue, or do you use more for scenes with more characters moving parts? Mostly just red and blue. Um, the story behind red and blue for sketching is it's a vestigial habit from traditional media, because when you're penciling, one of the things that you have to do after you ink is you have to erase your pencils. And when you go over your inks and erase your pencils, you risk smudging the inks, dulling the line, ripping the paper. Uh, so you want to be able to erase as little as possible. And so a lot of people used to pencil their books in what is known as non-repo blue, with a non-repo blue pencil. Because back in the day, traditionally, after you were done inking your page, it would be essentially photographed. Um, it's kind of like if you've ever run anything through a Xerox machine, a photocopy is made. In traditional printing, it was called a photostat. So it was like a nicer, better, more high quality version of a Xerox. You would take it down to the stat room. So, like Marvel, you'd send your inked pages to Marvel. Marvel would send it to production. Production would take it to the photostat room, photostat it, reduce it. Um, and if you inked in a non-repo blue, that would not show up on the photostat. So you wouldn't have to erase your pages. Red was kind of the same way. Red doesn't show up on a photostat unless you really bear down hard, which some artists do. Uh, so traditionally, um, sketches are light blue or kind of red. And I think we just kind of held on to that. So, like when Frendon made these brushes, the sketch brushes, he made them in a non-repo blue and a red, even though there's no need to. I still think it helps. I would hate to sketch in a graphite gray. It's really hard to see it and differentiate it from the inks. I think it's easier to ink over blue or red. Um, not confuse the pencil line for what you're inking. But yeah, that's why we do it. Um, just a little. There you go. Yeah, the contrast helps for sure. And then I have them all on different layers so I can move them around a bit if I need to make it everything compose better. But I've inspired you to jump in for a little evening drawing session. Evening, so where are you? What part of the world are you in that it's evening? Robert Vobisdu. Poland. What are you working on tonight? Yes, Germany is very close to where you live. Uncomfortably close. Oh, nice. Very nice. Well, good. I'm glad I could be here and we can draw together today. Let me see if I can find. Could have sworn I did. Caroline, oh, keep your name out of your thin mouth. What did Caroline do, Helen? She stole my broccoli casserole recipe 8 years ago and claimed it was hers. Mm. You're not talking about my bee friend Carolyn, no. She a Christian lady. She's a rotten recipe stealing bitch. Doris. Careful who your friends are. Sorry, I'm currently flipping through pages to see if there's something I drew here that I could steal from. Have you seen that video? The guy that he sings internet drama he finds online? It's awesome. I love it. I love it so much. They're stuck in my head. Well, well, I'll play it for you in a second. Hold on. It's worth checking out. Ah, fuck it, I'll just draw it. Here, let's be distracted. Because that's going to get work done. There it is. All right, hold on a second. Let me see if I can share this. Burr, 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 burr. Burr, 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 burr. Share screen window. Here it is. Okay. Oh, there's no sound? Oh, why doesn't it share the sound? StreamYard, no. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I'll have to figure it out later. Just look up Wake Up Doris on TikTok. It's very funny. Lots of people have um, decided to re-record it with their own animations and stuff. Um, but the original is the best. Okay. And then I'll look up eventually how to use StreamYard and share videos. I know you can do that. So I just don't know how to do it right now, and I don't feel like researching it. Still learning all the amazing things you can do with StreamYard. No, I just started using StreamYard. I used to use OBS. The reason why I like using StreamYard is because if any of my buddies want to hang out with me, it's real easy to add them and you can see and hear them and see what they're working on if they want to share it real easily. No fuss, no muss. I was kind of hoping some of them would join me this morning, but we'll see. I might need to schedule in advance for that and tell people, "Hey, join me." You should. It's fun. I really enjoy it. And then some days I don't want to stream. Some days I just want to put on music and or a podcast and not worry about it, you know? Mm. Yeah, I can see the chat. Why do you always ask that? Janice always comes in and says, Can Scott see the chat? Yeah, he did that last time. You get lost? Don't get lost. You stay right here. I saw your cool, Binwin in Hero Forge. That's pretty rad, dude. Dear Dr. Kurtz, what is your stance on people using Binwin in their home games, and is that a thing you'd wanna hear about if they did? I think it's great, and I, of course, wanna hear about it. Um, yeah, feel free to use Binwin. You can play Binwin if you want to. I'm honored that you'd even want Binwin in your home game. That is a terrible drawing. That is awful. That is the worst. I hate this drawing. That does not look natural at all. I hate it, and I don't like it. And it doesn't even look like Darius. This is the worst. I'm gonna redo it. I hate. Well, no. That's good. Okay. Oh man, why's my stomach doing that? I don't like that. I don't like that. Ouch. No. Okay. Um. Oh, thanks, CG. I'll have to check it out. I almost nailed it. Yes. Well, I play Fortnite quite a bit because my niece loves Fortnite, and then we're all super into Marvel Rivals right now. Those are the video games I'm playing currently. It's really fun. We're having a really good time with Rivals. CG, have you pursued a literary agent yet? My favorite character in Marvel Rivals, it I bounce between some people. Um, I really like Squirrel Girl and Star Lord for duelists. I'm digging Doctor Strange as a tank. Um, that's usually who I play. I bounce back and forth between those guys. Um, I mean, yeah, that's not a bad idea. I don't know. I think you might want to take what you have so far and start showing it around. Yeah. There are. I really lucked out with my agent, and there are ways to go about it. You basically submit um, your stuff to agents, um, almost like you're submitting to a publisher um, when you inquire for agents. But there is a little bit of a difference because they're working for you. You're hiring them. Um, they have to want to work with you, and they have to be invested in your work. But you're trying them out too. Uh, so you have to make sure it's a good fit. Um, so so you can't get too excited that someone's interested in being your agent, and then you meet him, and you're like, we're not really gelling, or I really don't like their philosophy of you know the way they're doing things. But I mean, they said yes, so they're my agent. You have to think it through. Um, I got really lucky. I had been inquiring with other cartoonists that I saw online about kind of how to do all this, and I had started talking to a cartoonist named Rich Moyer, and Rich actually is like, "Can I show you your work to my agent?" And that's how I got my agent. Um, and that happens. No, I agree, Chris. You should. That's the most important thing. But your stuff's good enough. Um, like you could be pitching this shit and not just self-publishing it. There's nothing wrong with self-publishing. I mean, I mean, I'm the self-publishing guy, so don't. I'm not trying to uh, convince you it's better or anything. I'm just saying, if you're interested, uh, don't think that you're not ready. This stuff's ready. Oh, I'm so jealous that you're going to Angoulême. Well, I guess you're not. Your partner is, but yeah, I don't know about Angoulême. I don't know. Is that a good place to network? It seems very artsy and less businessy, but maybe I mean, I don't know. I've never been, so one day I'll go. Chris will talk. Where? Where's the tangent? This ear? I know. Come on. You're right. Damn it. There, it's fixed. You happy? Did you really? You bought yourself a DM wizard hat because of D&D or because of player versus player? That's funny. I have one. I never wear it when I play D&D though, ironically. Donald, did you hear that Van Sciver had made a comment on our Mark Walters and I when we did that live stream? He made a comment on the YouTube and then deleted it. He said, "You guys should talk about how mad you are that Trump won." And then I responded, "Well, yeah, we're mad he won, but we only really have to put up with him for about 2 years." And then, I said, "But you'll be you forever." And he deleted it. He must be scared of me because he's got me muted on his YouTube channel. So, like, uh, if I were to watch him stream and make a comment, no one sees that I've commented. Which is funny because, like, that's his big thing, like, I'm not scared. People can come comment. I don't mute anybody. Criticism's an important part of being a cartoonist, being a comic artist. Okay. Mark Walters will call me and he'll be like, "Hey, did you see this thing Ethan said? Or are you watching the thing?" And I'm like, "No, why? What's going on?" And then my wife starts yelling at us and she's like, "What is it with you two? Who cares? You two are a couple yentas." And we're like, "We're too invested." And Mark's always like, "This guy's such a son of a bitch. We need to see his comeuppance." And I'm like, "Oh, that's why? You're never gonna see that. That's never happened." Well, it is kinda happening now in a sad way. I've been trying to explain to Mark, like, because Mark's like, he's so racist and homophobic and just is so awful." I'm like, "Yeah?" And he's like, "Well, when does he get his when does he get his?" And I'm like, "Have you not been paying attention?" Like, he's miserable, dude. He got it. "No, no, but it's gotta be something, like, he's gotta get." I'm like, "No, that doesn't happen. It's not like that." Eh, he can't be in comics anymore, man. He's gotta pretend that all this is cool enough. He used to draw the Flash and Green Lantern and work with Jeff Johns at DC, and now he's gotta do this. Now he's gotta bitch about SJWs. Like, he's miserable. He can't show up at a convention. He literally can't show his face in the industry he loves anymore. I was like, "Didn't you say there were people at Heroes Con that were like, their staff members, if they saw him, they'd wanna deck him?" And Mark's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "You don't think he knows that? You don't think that is upsetting to him? Because it is. It would be upsetting to me." And Mark's like, "Ugh, that's not good enough." I'm like, "That's gonna have to be good enough, pal. It's not a movie." Oh, there's this comic book artist, um, he used to work for Marvel and DC, and his name was, because he used to be somebody, but he's not now. His name was Ethan Van Sciver, and he was pretty for a little bit, he was pretty popular, I think, at DC. And he worked on X-Men a little bit, but, like, okay, so, like, you know how Green Lantern used to just be one guy? Like, it was just Hal Jordan? I mean, it was there were a couple Green Lanterns, right? There was John Stewart, and there was the Green Lantern Corps and all that, but the whole, concept of different lanterns, like, Yellow Lantern, Orange Lantern, all that stuff. That was all Ethan and Jeff Johns. I'm pretty sure that was them. Like all that came with him, but he he there's differing opinions about what happened, but basically he was asked not to continue working for the big two. He claims there was a whisper network against him because he voted for Trump. Which, okay, sure. Sure. He's the only guy. There's like two guys that claim, like, well, we voted for Trump, and so we got blacklisted by a whisper network. We were targeted. But he started kind of getting out of control and pissing people off, and people didn't want to work with him anymore. And his contracts were not renewed. And he no longer really has a career in mainstream comics. He also happens to be, I mean, he's a Christian nationalist. He's a right-wing, sexist, racist, homophobic, transphobic piece of shit, which is why nobody wants to work with him. And so he had to start crowdfunding independent comics, which they're available for him. It's interesting that he wants to claim that he invented it when there were a ton of people that have been doing it very successfully for quite a while. But yeah, so we don't like him. My buddy Mark and I are obsessed with him and the whole crew of people like him. And it's our Kardashians. So, like, you know how people will they'll watch 90 Day Fiance and shit like that. That's what Mark and I watch. There are reality TV. It is as close as you're going to get to a Greek tragedy in the comic industry. It's that level of drama. It's fascinating, in my opinion. I think it's fucking fascinating. But it's a bad idea because you're just giving the dude, I mean, this is the argument. You're just kind of giving him power by talking about him and stuff. But listen to me. I can't help it. See how many people struggle to break into comics? Like, it's more than just being struck by lightning. Like, and then if you break in, like, there's no guarantee that you're going to have any success, let alone be on like flagship titles and have a lot of success. He fucked that up. He fucked that up because liberals. Think about that. Just think about it for a second. That's crazy. You didn't miss anything. You missed absolutely nothing. Mm, I don't know if I'm good enough to trace. Oh, shit. No, that's good enough. Okay. Anyway, he's a piece of shit and you should hate him. Horrible person. Horrible, horrible, horrible person. Bad. He's very, very bad. It's just awful. Excuse me. Well, you tell him. Hold on a second now. Uh, your friend is a publisher in Poland who might be interested in a Polish edition of Table Titans Club. Will you just send him my way? My email is available. Yeah. If you want me to get you my email address, just let me know. BWO, I was talking about the one and the only number one piece of shit in the comic book industry, Ethan Van Sciver. He is, in case you didn't know, a racist, sexist, homophobic, and transphobic piece of shit that I hope falls under a gas truck and tastes his own blood. Because we need less of people like him in the world. And if you're thinking, well, that's pretty harsh, Scott, that escalated quickly. Let me remind you that when a pretty respected member of the comics community and industry announced her cancer was back, he stated on a YouTube stream that God was punishing her for being an SJW asshole, and that he was glad that her cancer was back, and that he hoped she died from it because she was, according to him, a part of the Whisper Network that got him fired, even though it was really because he was a big pain in the ass, couldn't meet his deadlines. I will give him no quarter. And I hope, once again, and just for the record, I do hope that he falls down, somehow slides under a gas truck, and tastes his own blood. Soon. I'm an angry man, and he is a target for my anger today. Yeah. Robert, that is very, very kind of you. And seriously, if you know a real publisher in Poland who's interested, I can connect them with the proper parties because I would love to see Table Titans in other languages. Would love it. All right. Now, very importantly, let's save this page we just finished. Let's duplicate it as a PSD file so that my colorists can work with it because they don't use Clip Studio Paint. Oh, I hope he EFAPs it. I hope he EFAPs it and sends all of his viewers my way. And I hope they like and subscribe. You want to EFAP something? EFAP this, buddy. Your time is about to become a precious commodity, and you should really consider how you spend it. Because as someone who spent 2 years being primary caregiver to a loved one, let me tell you something. You're about to have your time devoured, eviscerated. It's going to step on its face. All your free time. So all the work you want to get it done now. Because it's going away, pal. And you have done nothing in the last 4 years to ingratiate any grace from the outside community. So you better hope that these monstrous sycophants that you've riled up, that you've mustered behind your bullshit culture war are willing to support you financially through this, because your time is about to be reduced to 0. And I hope you choke on it. The end. I don't know how to mod you so you can ban the spam bot. Oh, I could do that in Twitch, right? Blah. Hold on. Ooh, let me go. Let me see if I can find you here. Oh. I got to log into Twitch. One moment, please. What's happening? What's happening? Boy, you can't go anywhere without a video just immediately starting. All right. So I come up to... Oh, here we go. Here, I'll mod you. Why not? This is going to be really embarrassing when that just shows up as a chat. Oh, no, I did. You have been, Draconius, you have been moderated. You may now moderate the Twitch channel. Boy, I hope you're trustworthy. There are 6 whole viewers in here that that you now have power over. Don't make me regret giving you this power. Almost no power at all immediately went to my head. That's how it works. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. All right. Sketches. Nope, I did that one. Kabam. All right. Oof. Okay, here we go. There's so much happening here. These layers are a freaking mess. Oh God, I know, right? Isn't it gross? What a gross term. I forgot. I should never have even said it on the stream. I forgot that EFAP is even a term. I used it and I don't even know. I don't even think about it anymore, but it's just such a gross thing. I don't even understand it. I don't even understand why that's a term. Well, now you know it. Now you know it. Now it's stuck in your head. Congratulations. I need to tighten the arm that holds my mic. But in order to do that, I need an Allen wrench. And in order to do that, I need to figure out which Allen wrench I need. So now I get to try every Allen wrench. Oh, I got it first try? Holy shit. Come on. Nice. Every frame of pause? Is that what that means? Wait a minute. So am I the one with the sick brain? I thought FAP was a very specific term. Hey, Chris, ping me on Discord and when you want, and we'll talk agent stuff. Have a good one. Oh, I thought it meant to. I thought it was. You know what? Never mind. Every frame of pause. That's exactly what I thought it was. Donald was saying that someone was going to EFAP this stream. And EFAP is when you basically play it back and go over it and discuss what was said. And I thought, and that's called EFAPing. So instead of when you stream, instead of just streaming yourself, you play someone else's stream from a prior recording and then you discuss it. And I assumed EFAP was like a masturbatory term. Because that's what fapping is, according to the internet lingo. I just thought E meant like electronically. I guess. All right. It means every frame of pause. Okay. Well, that's much nicer. Basically, what's gonna happen is the guy I was just talking about is gonna take clips of me saying all that, play it on his stream, and monetize it. And God bless him. I hope he makes a lot of money. I can't even monetize my stream yet, so somebody should. I don't even have enough subscribers and watch hours to monetize it. So you go ahead. You monetize it. And keep the money on me. You enjoy yourself. Maybe buy my book for your kid. You do that. I bet she'd like it. You can read it to her. You can say, "Honey, we were able to buy this book by monetizing this guy's content. He didn't like your daddy, but I made money off of it, and then I was able to buy this book." And then she'll look at you and say, "Bananas." It'll be a real sweet moment. Well, that would be cool. I wouldn't mind being able to grow the channel, but mostly I just wanna it's nice to be able to come on here and work. I'd really like to get a thing going where my buddies come and draw with me live. I think that would be a lot of fun. It always ooks me out when the whole point of the platform is to try to monetize it because I feel like I don't know. This is me being cynical. I feel like none of these platforms give a shit about creators really. And so I always feel like the race to monetize and the incentives that are pushed on for you to monetize making stuff is to help them make money from your content. You'll never make as much money from your content as they do. And so, you know, you're just this disposable thing to them. I mean, I like Twitch as a platform. I do not like Twitch as a company, and I certainly don't like their, in my opinion, the value they put on creators. I think we're all disposable to them. But again, that's me being cynical. Oh, ok I'm so glad, Barry, that you liked the book. Well, I hope you enjoy the second one too when I get it done. And I hope I get to make a third. I already have a really cool idea for the third book. I'm really excited to start work on it if I get that opportunity. So, and the best way to help me get that opportunity is to pick up the books, buy my book, and like Sam Sykes, I'll release a hostage. I don't think Binwin's Minions is currently readable online. I've gotta add that to the website, to the Toonhound site. Yeah, it's great. I love Binwin's Minions, and I'd love to get it back up online because, I'm super proud of it, the work Corey and Tavis did on that. It was just so much fun. It's just really hard. I used to have a team of people, and so it was a lot easier to do some things. I mean, there's a lot of things I just don't really know how to do myself, um, and I don't have the team anymore to do it, so, uh, it's a whole frickin' mess, but, it'll happen eventually, and I would love to get that back online. Um, it really was such a fun project, and Corey and Tavis, I know, loved working on it, and they killed it. They killed it. I wish there was a better way to monetize that stuff these days. Online ads really just don't exist anymore, and I know Benwin's kind of my creation, but that comic is theirs. They did all the work. That was all them. And so I wouldn't feel right just putting it online without any kind of uh, the smart way to put it online would be in a way that you know generates some income for them, and or anything, just compensates them for the work they did. But don't really know the best way to do that right now. I really don't think anybody wants to pay a subscription for old content. And the best way to sell it might just be selling it digitally and selling it, which I think we do. I think we sell it digitally. But again, I'm behind on all that stuff. I'm behind on worrying about my website, my store, all of that. It's all playing catch up from 2018 forward. Nice, nice. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's awesome. I'm jealous. It really seems like in Europe and in Japan, although I've heard some people say that the market in Japan isn't as great as everybody thinks it is, but um, it just feels like comics are regarded differently in Europe and that they do better there because they just aren't culturally um, they're regarded differently culturally. I don't know. I might be talking out my butt. It's been known to happen. But, like, I know in Japan, there's a whole, you can go to conventions where all of the stuff there is uh, fan fiction comics. So, like, I don't know, I'm not really good at understanding, but, like, so let's say that you're really into Tenchi Muyo because you're an old person like me and you miss the 80s. And you're like, I'm gonna do a Tenchi Muyo. No one even knows that anime anymore. I'm gonna do a Tenchi Muyo fan comic. No one, no one there goes, "Hey, you don't have the rights to that. You can't do that." Like they don't care, right? They're like, "Oh, cool." Like I think there's a word for it. There's a special word for that kind of fan comic. But you can do them. You don't get like a cease and desist from anyone. Someone will help me understand that. It's real. It's real. This is real. They use this. What? That's crazy. Now I'm really jealous. You telling me your wife did a graphic novel one time about working in the UK over the summer and she was on like breakfast TV about it? All right, I got to move to Poland. Draconis, thank you. You wielded the mod. You wielded Mjolnir the banhammer with honor, and I look forward to your return as a moderator for my stream. Anyone comes in here and says that we can get cheap viewers, you'll show them the door. We only pay top dollars for our viewers. Top dollar. And you remind them of that. That's cool. That's so cool, man. Oh. Goodness gracious. Well, I was stretching. I was stretching. Oh, goodness. Why can't I get this line right? Oh, I'll get it. I'll get it eventually. Here we go. Nope. Oof. Oof. You just got to be patient. You got to trust that you're going to find that line, baby. You'll find it. She came from somewhere back in as long ago. She had a place in her heart. He been a bird, 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 bird. I don't know. I don't really know the words. Sit blind to her apology. Anybody else could truly know. Murder. Oh. Hello, Art of Morgana. Wie gehen Sie? That is German for how's it going? Another way to say that is Wie geht's? I don't know why I'm speaking German. But I did. Okay, cool. See you later, Donald. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, wow. Robert, I love your art. Wait, I've seen this. Well, I can't read my quote because it's in, I assume, Polish. What did I even say? Rysunki Roberta. Sa porazajase. I can't say this at all. You will be expressje. I don't even know how to do that E with the weird thing. I'm going to think that I'm saying something with expression and energy. Oh, there you go. It is electric. Yeah, Keller, I'm on YouTube and Twitch, so I'm reading both. I see both quotes. Let me follow you back here, Robert. We are friends now. We are friends. I apologize. I'm streaming both on Twitch and YouTube right now. In my setup, I can see the chat for both. Okay, so how do I get a hold of your books? How do I see these books? Okay, man. Yeah, I'd love to look at these. Yeah, I have seen Rick Moranis acting like Michael McDonald. Did you watch the Yacht Rock documentary? They put that in there. It's so good. It was such a good doc. We had so much fun watching it. Oh, weird. If you have science fiction stuff, definitely send me that, Robert, because I have a science fiction project that I'm working on that maybe we could work on together. I'm thinking maybe. If you have science fiction stuff, send it to me. We should talk. I don't know if it's going to be anything, but it would be fun to work with somebody on a cool projecta. Mm. Oh, all right, good. That's interesting. This stuff's in English. That's cool, cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. You illustrated Jim the Knight? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, you co-wrote Jim the Knight. Okay, I was gonna say that's different artwork. I want to do a book that's mostly text but has spot illustrations all throughout it. I don't know what the name of that kind of book is. It's like, I guess Diary of a Wimpy Kid is kind of that way. It's mostly like prose, but then there are illustrations almost on every page, like little spot illustrations. I don't know what the name of that kind of book is, but I have an idea for a, I guess, I don't know. It's a middle grade. It's for middle grade students for sure. Huh? But I have a sci-fi story that I want to do, but I want to do it. I think I want to do it that way. I think they're cool looking books. I think that I don't know. I mean, I guess it all depends if I get a book 3 of Table Titans Club, right? If I do get a book 3, then someone else would have to illustrate probably. Or it would just be done. I don't know when I'd get it done. Um, I've not read The Wild Robot. I haven't seen that format of book either. I don't know what it looks like. Um, was The Wild Robot a graphic novel or was it a prose novel? Angie, when's your interview? Okay. Okay. Good. Oh my God. Wow. Scotty. Scotty. You can do this. Just make the line. Just make the fucking line. Thank you. Is that so goddamn hard? Oh man. Oh, I think I need to take a break. The wise man has the power. Take it away. What a fool believes. All right, ladies and gents. I'm gonna go have some lunch. It's noon 30 here in the Northwest, and I need a Sammy. I need a sandwich or something. I can't decide if I want to make myself a sandwich or make myself some eggs. Could be a late breakfast. It could be an early lunch. I haven't decided. But either way, I'm shoving food in my mouth. Yeah, I'll do an egg sandwich. I've got avocado. I picked up some of that Fly by Jing chili oil. Really good on eggs. So you get some toast, you fry a couple eggs, put down the avocado, and you put the egg down, a little bit of cheese, you put some of that chili oil on there, and that's an egg sandwich. Let me tell you. All right. I love you guys, and I will see you guys later. Click dial tone.